Good evening and welcome to FTRF1. It is Premier Division and we are in Russia. It's myself, Ronskit, in the comms box tonight, and with me is Sean Tyson, otherwise known as Esotronic ZA. How's it, Sean?
How's it, Ron? Yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to Russia. Looks a bit foggy, Ron. So far.
Yeah, if anyone's got a view on the weather there, please let us know. It looks like
Please
it's
let
dry,
us know.
looks like it's a bit foggy. Sean, just bear with me a second. I'm just fixing some of the broadcast settings here in the background.
Sure.
Okay, looks like someone is about to go out on track.
Let's have a look, Ron. Who's going out? It's like we got a bunch of cars going out at the moment.
It looks like Bob is the first one out on track in the Alpha Tauri.
Followed by his teammate there, Ron, Josh.
And his teammate and cousin, Josh Willis, second out on track. Then I think it's
We got
Torment kills.
we got Warlock first, then we got Torment.
And Warlock,
Then-
he is a Division 2 driver. He must be a reserve driver for this evening, so good luck to Jared. Then we've got Barry's out on track as well. Who's behind Barry's? That's not Zero. Must be Nam Assassin. That's Nam Assassin in the Racing Point.
In the Aston Martin, right?
Aston Martin, there we go. Behind him, that must be
We got, I think it's Boinkies.
Winkies. There we go, Winkies.
Boinkies, and then we've got a
the
Ferrari of
Williams.
Speedaholic.
Then we've got
Speed Alcoholic,
Alcoholic
apologies.
in the Ferrari.
And then we have Wezo.
Then
who's just
Wizzo.
starting.
Look like
He's
the.
Sector 1 athlete.
Okay, let's just follow Bob as he is the first guy on a flying lap. Sean, if you see any other action on track, you can let me know. We'll switch to that. Sector 1 is a 32.9 for Bob. Yeah, just driving on board with Bob, he definitely seems to be quite stable and comfortable with his track. Russia, Sean, quite a nice track if you got your rhythm going and a lack of setup just to attack every corner nice and hard.
Definitely a rhythmic track, Ron. If you haven't got your rhythm, I think you and the wall become very good friends.
And we have, I think it's Nick Sublime Film saying, "Let's go Red Bull."
How's it, Nicholas? Welcome to the stream, mate.
And Arne is saying, "Go McLaren." So already
How's
some
it,
guys
Arne?
getting excited on the stream there. I think I've pressed the button. Did Bob not finish the lap yet?
Bob decided to pit, Ron.
Okay,
So
Warlock
we
does
have
our
our
first lap.
time of Warlock with a 131.2. Next across the line, Torment Kills with a 131.6. Then Burris with a 131.4. Very tight, Ron, 2/10 between each of them. Next, I think we have Nam Assassin.
He's invalidated, Sean.
He
so he's got to go
invalidated,
again.
right. Then we have Bwinkies with a 131.8, another 2 tenths in between. Speed Alcoholic 132.1 decides to change that strategy and add 3 tenths.
Sean Bob left the session and just rejoined, so hopefully Bob can get back and do a lap.
Next across the line we have Wezo. Wezo goes fastest with a 130.8 run. Well
there
done,
we
Wezo.
go. The Mercs are on the map. Well done, Wezo. On the stream as well. Tunable F1 saying good luck, Speed Alcoholic and Sims, Forza Ferrari. And Bonita, nice to see your name up there in the comment section again, Bonita. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome, Bonita. Welcome, everyone.
And I think...
Josh just sets a 130.6 run. Separates Wezo and himself by 2 tenths. Well done, Josh.
Yeah, and both McLarens are now out on track. They are, I think, starting fast laps. No, they are just coming out of the pits. I think it's Ruan leading Yakunahu.
Yeah, correct, Ron.
And Yakunahu, nice to see him back to some good form. He's currently, I think, leading the championship. Sean, I'll quickly pull that up on the from the Discord channel so we can get the info.
Sure.
Accurate. We don't want to lie to anyone.
Nam Assassin 132.9. Nam is out on the mediums, Ron. So average time for the mediums, I think Nam can probably take a couple tenths off that.
No, yeah, at this level you got to get into the 131s, even on the mediums, I think. As you watch Warlock, he is going for another blast. Gerard Berta on the stream, Sean, he is just welcoming CDR Jeremy, a new driver for tonight. Welcome, Jeremy. We hope you have a good race.
Welcome, Jeremy. Yes, have a good race. If you go on board, Ron, he's just coming out of the pits, getting out the way nicely for everybody.
Front of Jeremy is Abilach as well, coming out of the pits. So the last few guys are now out on track. Looks like a busy track. No, not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers looks like out on track. Okay, let me get you the Premier Division drivers standings at the moment. It's Yakunachel on 50 points. Then we have Bob on 45, Josh on 41, Zero on 41. So quite a close battle in the championship as it stands. Then we have Speed Alcoholic, Super D, Jarrett, Ruan, Torment, Wezo, Simps, Bwinkies, Manu, Avilach, Nam Assassin, and Burries, and Jeremy, who's brand new, 17 with no points just yet.
Yaku Nachel about to cross the line, Ron. Stunning job, Yaku, with a 131.6. Puts him in 5th place.
Yeah, puts him in 5th.
Yaku and Torment set exactly the same time, Ron.
Exactly the same time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, just looking at those 131s mids to the end, I think when the other guys, the rest of the field put their times in, I'm not sure if the high 131s are going to be good enough to go through. Although it's Q1, we're only looking for 15 drivers tonight, so we will only lose one driver from this session. Yeah, on board now with Avilach. He's on a flying lap, hasn't put a time in yet. We saw Avilach last night as a reserve driver in second division. Finished on the podium, but based on our league rules, he had to settle for fourth. So he's got his eye in Sean. I think we'll look out for him tonight. Seems to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Also watched him on the time trial list. He really seems to have gotten his foot planted here in Russia and getting some good times. As Jeremy puts in his time, Sean, on a 1:30.9.
Yeah, good time there, Jeremy.
And Avilach about to cross the line as well, and he goes 1:31.4. I know he's got more in the bag.
Definitely.
Super D has put a time in while we were watching the Red Bull guys of 1:30.8. So only one driver that owes us a time, and that is Simps. And Sean, some guys, Ru1 and 0, not completing their laps, I don't think, 204s, 202s.
Yeah, no, definitely, Ron. They're not putting in some serious times. So I'm sure they just wanted the banker lap so that we can move on to Q2. But let's see what we get from Sims.
Yes, not sure if Sims is exactly pushing that hard. I'm just trying to check with him on board. No, he's definitely coasting a bit. And a lot of guys, Sean, have retired from the session. I'm not sure if they're okay to start 16th, but we will lose a driver from the session. 5 minutes left in the session. A lot of guys have retired already. Still a few guys out on track at the moment. So we'll wait to see what happens. 5 minutes to go in Q1. Simps with 2 corners to go. I suspect he's going to start to lap now. Yeah, Sean, I can't quite figure out what's happening with Sims. These times aren't being updated on the board. I didn't see DRS open either, so
yes,
I'm not sure if he's quite out there. Other drivers on the track was Speed Alcoholic, but he comes into the pits now. So no one out on track except for Sims, and I'm not quite
we've
sure.
got Warlock as well, Ron. Warlock's in Sector 3.
Ah, there we go. Warlock on track.
Still on a valid time.
Let's watch Warlock for a while. And Warlock used to race in this division last season when it was called Tier 1, so he's raced against some of these oaks before. And he's currently in 7th with a 1:30.999.
He did improve, but only by 1.5 tenths. Sims is about to cross the line, Ron.
Yeah, let's see if Sims times updates now.
No, absolutely nothing.
Again, not now. I'm not sure if that's a Sims thing or a us thing or a lobby thing. Let's hope he can get some times in and start this race with us. Doesn't look look to be ghosting or anything, Sean. So
No, I don't know what's going on.
yeah, in the meantime, let's watch Warlock. He also not pushing. I think he might even be out of fuel.
I think he is, Rob. Let's see. He
Yeah,
should just go and pit now.
I think this is definitely a in lap for him. I doubt he's gonna carry on going. There we go, into the pits. Warlock's happy with his efforts, and why shouldn't he be? He's seventh after all of that. So yeah, guys who got into the 130s, that's Josh and Super D and Wezzo and Bob and Speed Alcoholic, CDR Jeremy in his first race, and Warlock. And then a whole bunch of guys in the 131s. I don't think pushing that hard just yet. It's Avilach and Buddies and Yaku and Torment and Boinkies. And then a Nam Assassin 132.9, and some guys who I think just put in some bank collapse. It's Ruan and Zero. And Simpsu we can see is
It shows he's in the
now
pits now, right?
I think in the pits, and the Ferrari that is out on track is Speed Alcoholic. Not sure why Speed Alcoholic is out there. Maybe just a practice run to get his eye in for Q2. And Simon on the stream as well. So let's go Team McLaren. Yaku and Ruan get some points. Owens. Just a reminder of our point system in FTRF1. We don't follow the same point system as Formula One. We score all the way to position 12, and I'll just give you those quickly. For first, you get 30, second 25, third 22. So a lot of points on offer in the podium positions. Fourth is 19 points, fifth is 16, sixth is 14, seventh is 12, eighth is 10th. So a lot of points for finishing even down there. And then 9th is 7th, 10th is 5th, 11th is 3 points, and 12th is 1. So worth your while sticking it out, Sean, and making sure you finish the race. Yeah, most guys in Q1 just on soft. A couple of guys on mediums, I think just saving tires for later. Yeah, so Sean, I think 15 drivers go through, and Q2 we're going to look for the top 10. This is where guys start qualifying on their race tires. I think this is a more serious qualifying session. Do you expect a lot of guys out on medium? I think for me, it's going to be a bit tough for the guys. The pack's generally quite close.
I truly believe it's medium all the way, Ron. For the guys that feel that they don't have the pace, they're definitely going to go out on the softs. But we can expect possibly the top 10 all out on medium tires.
Yeah, more comments on the stream. There's Stoffel. Good race last night. I think finished fifth in the end, but was super fast and a worthy adversary, Stoffel. So well done for last night. Let's get some telemetry back up as we wait for the guys to come out into the pits. Session also a bit shorter, only 15 minutes, so Wezzo seems to be the first guy out on track.
And of course, Warlock has retired, Ron, and this is due to the rules.
Yeah, Warlock, that's his right. He is unable to take part. Let's see, Speed Alcoholic. There we go. Burries is the first guy out on track, followed by Speed Alcoholic and Warlock. Warlock was officially the first guy out of the garage, but the length of the pit lane from Mercedes all the way to the top means it's easy for guys to jump in front of him. But it's nice to get out early and quali, get that track position, not be disturbed by too much traffic.
Ron, I'm seeing very little medium tires out at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers selecting mediums. The rest are all softs.
And of those 5 drivers, only one is out on track, which is Buddies that we're busy watching. I think the other guys on the mediums are maybe sitting in the pits and seeing what the times are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sim's commenting on the stream saying he had a bit of a rotten luck there. It showed him as P1, but unfortunately didn't come through to Q2. So
sorry about that, Sims. Are you able to give us a weather update, Sims? Are we looking for any rain here, or is it sunny all the way?
There we go. Great idea, Sean. We'll call you Crofty for finding us all the information there. As Buddies is our first driver, yellow helmet with yellow wall tires in his Alfa Romeo, having a crack at Q2. Sim says don't see any rain, so we'll see how that plays out.
Great, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, Buddies 34 almost dead on first sector. I think fairly competitive. Behind him, Speed Alcoholic is on softs. Behind him, Wezo is on softs. Behind that, Boinkies is on softs. So those are the 5 drivers out on track at the moment. Yeah, those other medium sitters, Sean, they are all still hanging around in the pits. I think they're trying to see what kind of times these guys can put on before they commit to that tire. And as Buddies, our first driver to put in a timed lap on the mediums, goes across the line, and it's a 1:33.1.
1:33.1.
Not very competitive. I don't think he'll have to go again. Behind him, Speed Alcoholic 1:31.6 on the softs. Wezo with a 1:31.5 on the softs.
Boinkies are 1:31 dead on the softs.
Boinkies 1:31 dead. That is more like it. Sean, I suspect 1:31.6, 1:31.8 maybe is probably the cutoff for P10. Reminder, we have 14 drivers in the session. We will lose 4 of them at the end of the session, as Nan Assassin also goes across the line in the Aston Martin with a 1:32 dead, and he might have to have another crack at that unless he is happy to maybe start outside the top 10 and have a free tire choice. Yeah, just a reminder of the strategies. This is an easy one stop on 50% race, and it's soft mediums or medium softs, whichever work out. And then what we saw last night is there were quite a few pit stops, because when you crash here, there are walls involved. So that's a very high likelihood of an early safety car. We had I think it was Saki Biena last night. Sean, he finished second eventually in the race.
Yes.
Going on to those hards at one of those safety cars. So essentially he did a soft hard, and that strategy worked out for him.
Yeah. So Rod Burris improving significantly with a 1:31.4.
There we go. That's the kind of times you need to do on the mediums. So well done, buddies.
Next across the line will be.
I
Is it
think
Super D? It is Super D. No, it's not.
It might be Jeremy to
It's
start
Jeremy.
his lap, unless Nam goes for another lap. Let's see what Nam does. No, Nam into the pits. Jeremy for these starts his first timed Q2 lap on a set of mediums. Feeling confident, and let's see what that does. Then behind him, I think it's first Super D.
It's Super D, also on mediums.
Also starting a lap. So good luck, Super D.
Yaku Nachel setting a time here on. Also on mediums.
There we go. Yaku on the mediums across the line. Did not register his time.
No, he's going across the line. Nah. 131.3.
Ah, there we go. There we go. 131.3. That's more like it. Well done. Good medium time there. I think everybody else is starting laps. There's buddies into the pits. And did I see Josh? Yep, Josh starting a lap.
Josh going to come into a little bit of traffic there.
Yeah, not very well timed by Josh, but let's see if the guys jump out the way. It should be Ruan. No, Yaku out the way on an in lap. And then he'll catch one of the Alpines, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to watch Jeremy Shawn as he's about to complete his lap. Nope, it was invalidated, so you'll have to go again.
Avilach next.
I think it's not Super D first. Yeah, Super D first.
It is Super D. Sorry.
Yeah, under Staban going Laka Yaku. And Loki, all the way from the US, says, enjoy the race, boys. As Super D crosses the line 135. That's not his best. He'll have to go again. Avilach about to cross the line on the mediums 131.5. That's competitive.
That's very competitive. Well done.
That's competitive. I think that's pretty solid. Let's see. I think Torment is next in the other Alpine. Much better from the now quicker Alpine driver, 131.7, as Josh goes fastest, 130.9 on the mediums. And I think that's quite a statement, Sean.
Absolutely. Josh showing us how it's done.
I think Yaku into the pits as Ruan, the other McLaren driver, about to cross the line. And on the mediums, 131.1. So the McLarens are looking quite competitive here.
Very, very good for the team.
I think Bob will be the next guy, and Bob goes even quicker, 130.7 on mediums as well. Next driver, Sean Jeremy, for his second stab at a qualifying lap in Q2 on the mediums. I saw that as the 132.4, but it didn't seem to register.
131.5.
131.5, there we go. Super D with a 130.8 as well on 2-lap old mediums. Well done, Super D.
Well done, D.
And Loki saying, Khoyom, Yaku, buddies, and Wes. Arno showing his support for Ruan for a great 131 on those mediums. Okay, Sean, guys, I won't say yet going through because there's still a couple of minutes left in this quali session. 4 minutes to be exact. I think guys can, if they're not in the guys in the pits can still come out. The guys on track could possibly still go get another set of tires. But it's Bob 130.7, Super D 130.8, Josh 130.9. Those are all on mediums in the 130s. They're pretty comfortable, I'd say. Then the guys in the low 131s could be safe. Boinkies did it on softs, Ruan on mediums, very nice. Torment 131.3. These are the guys that will start questioning whether they're safe or not. In 6th, Yaku 131.3. Let me just double check. On their best lap, sorry, Yaku 131.3 was on mediums. Buddy's 131.4 on mediums. He's going again. He's on outlap on softs at the moment. Then I see Jeremy 131.5. He had to do that in a couple of laps. Then Wezo currently in 10th, so he's the last guy in the safe zone. He's going out. He did those on mediums. He's going out on softs right now to try and improve his time. And in the drop zone is Avilach. Has he got time to come in for softs? As he seems to be out of fuel, so this is going to be tricky for Avilach. Speed Alcoholic 131.6. I'm sure he can do better. He's currently in the pits, doesn't seem to be coming out just yet. And Nam Assassin out on track 132 is what he was able to produce earlier, and he is out on track trying to improve that. So the drop zone at the moment, Avilach, Speed Alcoholic, Nam Assassin, and of course Warlock. Just trying to look at guys out on track. It's Burries. He is already a 10th and a half quicker than himself. Wezo is about a 10th faster than himself, but invalidated, so he'll... I mean, how much time is left in the session? 2 minutes. Now he's got time to do another run. Left. As a Speed Alcoholic now on an outlap, he'll be able to bang in a fast lap stall. Let's see, where's Buddy's on track? Goes across the line.
With a 130.9 run. So that puts Buddy's in 3rd.
Joins the big boys in the sub 130s. Wezo to cross the line now to start his next run because his previous lap was invalidated. So make or break for Wezo. Nothing like putting yourself under pressure, Wezo. As I see Avilach and Jeremy both on outlaps. They need to hurry up short if they want to get a lap in. Let's see Nam Assassin as he crosses the line.
He will start a flying lap now.
There we go. Good luck, Nam Assassin. We'll follow that lap as it unfolds. Let's see, order on track. It's Speed Alcoholic on an outlap. And then it's Burries, we think, going slower. He's on an in-lap. Then we have Wezo on a flying lap. Try watch his sector times at the end of this sort of curved straight. I'd call it a straight, but it's not. He is only matching his own time, not improving, so you'll have to get a move along. Behind him, Avilach on an outlap. Behind him, Nam, who was on a fast lap but has invalidated, so that might be it for Nam. And then I think Torment on an outlap. As we see, Speed Alcoholic as he starts his final attempt, 20 seconds left in the session. Speed Alcoholic
does improve, Ron, with a 131.2.
131.2 puts him in 7th. That might be safe. Let's see how this plays out. As we now have Speed Alcoholic on a lap. We have Avilach starting a lap, I think just in time. Yes, Avilach on a lap. Jeremy on a lap. And Nam Assassin, I think now...
back in the pits.
Coming to the pits. So Wezo, he's invalidated. No more attempts from him. He's in 7th.
Speed Alcoholic is improving, Ron, but it's just by under a 10th in the first sector.
So he has to find... He could be on track. He's got to do a 131.3. So he wants looking to improve about 3 and a bit tenths. Now he's 4 tenths up on himself. It says purple sector 2, but we know Codemasters and EA Sports play tricks on us. So watch Speed Alcoholic through this twisty sector 3, a nice sector to attack when you get the power on. It's very rewarding. 2 corners to go. Just clips it, gets the power on. He wants to keep it clean now. No time to invalidate now. Crosses the line.
He goes fastest with the 130.6.
Next driver, Sean, will be Jeremy. Let's follow him through the last corner. He was 11th now.
I think we're either waiting for Codemasters or there's a problem, Ron.
Anyway, let's watch Abilach as he crosses the line. Abilach goes 10th. Jeremy Sean did go 8th. So there we go.
He went 8th.
That is it, all done and dusted. Losing from the session, Torment, who we thought 131.3 was looked very good at some point. So he doesn't make it through. Then Yaku Nachel as well. 131.3 on the mediums we thought was good. Unfortunately, not good enough for Q3. But Yaku from 12th can get a free tire choice, so a lot of opportunities in the race. Nam Assassin, we lose him. Couldn't get a clean lap in, I don't think. And of course, Warlock. And both Jeremy and Abilach Sean, they improved their times on the mediums as well. So
excellent.
So we've got Speed Alcoholic, Bob, Super Deep Burries, Josh, Bwinkies, Ruan, Jeremy, Wezo, and Abilach. They go through to Q3. The guys will leave Torment, Yaku, Nam, Warlock. Shout out to the guys who did those on mediums. Bob and Super D absolutely smashed it. So did Josh. Ruan, very tiny lap there. Super fast on the mediums. And well done, Jeremy and Abilach. They all did it on the mediums. Guys who have to start on softs is Speed Alcoholic, Burries, Bwinkies, and Wezo. Alright guys, on the stream, if anyone can start giving us some predictions, what do we think the pole time will be? The current fastest lap we've seen here, 130.6. I think we can get into the low 130s. The fun part, Sean, in Q3, everyone's on the soft tires, everyone's in full attack mode, so no looking after those tires. Pushing. They are throwaway tires. Most of these guys have probably kept 2 sets of brand new softs. So yeah, all to play for, just balls to the wall for 12 minutes of Q3 quali coming up. Just a slow load here between sessions. Maybe someone's internet's holding us up. Let's hope we go through to Q3 soon. There we go. Looks like it's loading now. First prediction in Stoffel 130.1 is his guess. There we go. Telemetry up.
Ron, what would you say we can expect, judging from last night?
I don't even remember the quali time, Sean. Let me see if I can pull that up quick.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to go.
Yes, I can. We had pole time was 130.4 from Nick Gishen in the Red Bull, and behind him was Shakes in a 130.5. So yeah, low 130s has to be surely.
Yeah, has to be.
Out on track, there's already a race on track between the two Alpha Tauris, and who's in the middle of that battle?
Super D in the middle.
Super D's got his handfuls of Alpha Tauris already. These guys want to get out on track. This track is quite kind on your tyre, Sean, so these guys, you can see this doesn't look like a normal outlap. They are gunning it, but that's okay. I think warm tyres is okay. Tyre wear is very minimal. And I think none of these guys want to give away their track position. That's why they're all just gunning it.
That's why they're gunning it. So we've got Ruan, who's still sitting in the pits, Ron. Happy to let this carnage happen in front of him and wait to see what he can do.
Yeah, so the first driver of those Alpha Tauris that have got a Super D sandwich, it's Bob. He will start our first flying lap. Also showing his pace on the mediums in Q2, so let's see what Bob can do. This will be our first timed lap. And if he completes this lap successfully, it will be our provisional pole. Sure, I still love these white rims on Alpha Tauris. I say
yeah,
it's
a beautiful car.
There's that rear wing with the Honda logos go shut at the end of the straight. Just we go on board with Bob just to show you some of these corners. So many of them are curved, but they're absolutely flat on the throttle. 33 dead. That's a very decent first sector from Bob already. Time. Yeah, Sean, Ruan is now on an outlap, so other than Ruan, everybody else is on a fast lap. Okay, Sean, you're going to have to help me with the order of the drivers because we're going to have a lot of action. Yes, if you can, I've got Bob, then Super D, then Josh. You can tell me who to go to after that. As I follow Bob, 2 corners to go. He's kept it clean. 1 more corner to throw it into, slam the throttle on as soon as you can. It's a 130.6, very useful. As I go to Super D crosses the line, even quicker, 130.1. Very well done. Josh Willis has to go again. He has invalidated. Sean, who is next? Looks like Barry's.
Is Barry's? Sorry, I did miss that. It is Barry's. Then it is
131.4. Ruan is starting a lap. Wezo does a 131.9. Then I think it's Jeremy. And again, Jeremy's times aren't recording when I'm expecting them, so we'll wait. 130.2.
We'll wait for that. Here we go, 130.2. And
very
we've
well
got
done.
Speed Alcoholic coming next, Ron. And he does a 131.5. And Avilach crossing the line with a 130.7 puts him in 4th place.
There we go. So
we got Josh on his second run. He has invalidated.
Again.
And Ruan is also invalidated, so these guys will have to go again.
Yeah, no surprises there, and we're in the 130.1 straight away, so Stoffel, so far he's called it. It's Super D, he banged a lap, 130.1. Behind him is CDR Jeremy, very nice, 130.2. And then there's a bit of a gap, Sean. Bob 130.6, Avilach 130.7, Winkies 130.8, Weza 130.9, and then the guys in the 131, Speed Alcoholic Buddies. And I think Super D starting another lap, Sean. Josh in the pits, Ruan invalidated as he starts another lap. Yes, he does. He goes out. He's got enough fuel to go again. So let's watch Ruan. I think Ruan did a 131.2, I think, Sean, on the mediums. 131.1 maybe, so.
That will put him in 8th place, Ron.
And on the softs, he should be 3-4 tenths at least.
Oh, Ruan's off.
No damage there,
no damage.
Just a well-coordinated pirouette and then some donuts out on track. Yeah, I don't see, didn't see any contact, no damage.
No damage.
If he's got fuel, he can go again, but with 5 minutes to go, my guess he's coming to the pits, new tires, and just go out again. Yeah, Super D's next lap attempt is invalidated, so my guess is he'll also chuck into the pits and do this again.
So Ron, I'm just keeping an eye on the pit lane, and it looks as if Boris has left the pits again.
Yeah, we've got
and so is Wezo.
Bob is in front of all of those guys. He's already in the second sector of his outlap, so it's Bob, then Barry's, then Wezo. So we'll watch them, as they'll be the next few guys to have a stab at that provisional pole time of 1:31.136.
Right, and guys coming out of the pits next is
Avilach as well. Avilach, I know, has got a lot of time in this, Sean. Let's see if he can get a nice lap in. And it looks like Jared has joined the session, Sean, so he should be in the race in a couple of minutes' time.
That's fantastic. All right, Bob about to start his hot lap, Ron.
Here we go. Let's watch the guys' first sector times. I think, Sean, then we can see who is making some inroads. So Bob looking to find about a 10.5 for pole, so we'll just see how that goes. On the track map, this looks like an absolute hairpin left, but it's a full throttle, just gun it. And then a nice sharp corner to the right, all about timing and getting the power on and chucking the nose in. And Bob is
up there,
two and a bit tenths up on himself. I'm going to go to Buddy's. What is Buddy's doing in the first sector? Buddy's looking for a lot of time here. And also 2.5 tenths up on himself. So the guys are making this count. Brinky's on track, but he's just on an outlap. Wezo's on a hot lap. Let's see his first sector time. Wezo only just faster than himself, so we'll keep watching that. Sean, I'm going to head to Bob. So long. Sure. Bob is 3.5 tenths up on himself, Sean. So if he can complete this lap, this will be a provisional pole. And is 130
dead.
Let's go back to Barry's. Barry's about a half a second up on himself, so he will improve a lot here, Sean. About fourth or so. Goes fourth. Yes, he does. 130.7.
Well done, Barry's.
Then Bwinkies, we're saying he's on an outlap. He's about to start. Just behind him on track is Wezo. Wezo was up on himself. Only just though. Let's see. Oh, Wezo gets a lot of tail action. Is probably... There. And it's fourth. 130.6.
Well Brilliant. Done, Wezo.
Next on track, we have...
I think it's Super D's on an
outlap. Then it's...
So we've got Ruan
on an outlap. Then Josh on an outlap. Then it's Avilach was on a lap, but he's given it up, so he'll have another run.
And then we've got Bob, who's improving on himself,
Improving a 10.5 on himself. Bob is giving it all. Give it horns, Mr. Bob.
Are we going to see a 129, Ron?
Surely he has to complete this, and...
He does a 129.8.
Absolutely magical
well done,
stuff.
Bob.
And Barry's Sean was a tenth quicker than himself, but dives into the pits for some reason. I think Jeremy, no, he's given up his...
We got Boinkies next, right? Who's 10th up on himself.
There we go, currently 7th Boinkies, and he will cross the line and go 4th.
It does 4th, well done.
Next is Speed Alcoholic, currently 8th. He is starting a lap only. Wezo into the pits. Jeremy crosses the line to start a lap. Ruan about to complete.
Ron goes 9th. He improves on himself and he writes his car off.
Oh my
He
gosh.
finished in a good time. Well done,
And now
Ron.
Josh is about to cross the line. Josh 130.3. Next, I think, is Abilach. Is this his timed lap?
And he improves with a 130.4.
That's
well
good
done,
for 5th. Very well done. Let's just go see Bob. He can't be on another lap now. He isn't. Behind Bob is Speed Alcoholic. Speed Alcoholic improving on himself by about a 10th, Sean. Now 4 tenths up on himself, so Speed Alcoholic knocking on the door of 7th or so, I think. We'll see how his lap
Let's see how his lap unfolds, Ron. Oh! And he loses the rear. Unlucky, unlucky.
Jeremy into the pits. He's invalidated. Is that Bwinkies? He goes into the pit. I think Quali is done, Sean.
Quali is done, Ron.
Yeah, give us the
classification, guys, is Bwinkies on pole with a 129.8.
That's
unbelievable.
Bob.
Well done.
Bob on pole.
Oh, sorry, Bob. Sorry, my bad. Super D in 2nd with a 130.1. Jeremy, first time out, third place with a 130.2. Josh starting in 4th place with a 130.3. Avelach, good lap from him with a 130.4. Boinkies also a 130.4, and that's in 6th place. Wezo in the Mercedes starting with a 130.6. Baris starting in 8th, 130.7. Speed Alcoholic tried to improve and had a spin there with a 130.1, so he starts in 9th. And Ruan in 10th with his McLaren that he wrote off with a 131.3.
Lucky for Ruan, there's no one in the garage that has to try to rebuild that. Yeah, Bob, big statement there, Sean. 3 tenths faster than anyone.
Statement, Ron.
Nice lap by Super D as well. And Jeremy in his first race, all the way from the UK, 130.2.
Well done.
Yeah, so from what we've seen, you can just compare it to the second division race from last night. Obviously more pace, looks like on average 3 or 4 tenths more. The pack seems to me a lot closer together, short. Even in second division last night, most guys had no penalty or 3-second time penalties. So no one was racking up too much of that either. The unfortunate part of last night, we had a lot of safety cars because there are a lot of walls around here, so that's what we don't want to see tonight. But what we do want to see is the whole pack right up close to each other and easily a one-stop. On the softs, you should put lap 11 or so. If you have the mediums, you stop lap 16 or so.
Yeah. Right. So interesting enough, Ron, the rest of the pack, starting with Ruan, he has selected to go on mediums, up to Nam Assassin also on mediums, and then Warlock has selected the softs, and so has Simps selected the softs, and Jared, who couldn't make qualifying, he starts in 17th, and he starts on the mediums.
Yeah, there we go. So just the top 10, where they start, the top 5 guys, these are definitely the big boys, all starting on mediums. It's Bob, Super D, Jeremy, Josh, and Avilach. So a big constructors battle there between Alpha Tauri and Red Bull. We'll see how that outplays. And then a whole bunch of guys on softs. They'll be lightning followers at the start. We'll see how that plays out. That's Winkies and Wezo and Buddies and Speed Alcoholic. And then, of course, from 11th down are the guys with the brand new tires. So no surprises there. Yeah, and Bob is out by himself. Super D has given Bob some time to get out in front and hoping his tires cool down. I don't know if that's a thing in Codemaster, Sean.
There we go. Play strategic games, Ron.
On softs, lap 11 to 14. On mediums, lap 16 to 21. Only a 27 lap race, so time does tick by quite quickly. And welcome to the lobby to Simps and Jared Halliday, who we didn't see in qualifying at all. They're representing Ferrari and Mercedes respectively. As we watch the last few guys around the last corners, they'll find their good positions. I'm going to go on board with Super D, who's in second place.
Position changes, Ron.
There we go. Everyone seems lined up. We'll just wait for us to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And the lights are out and we are racing. And it looks to me like Bob had a terrible start. Super D, Avilach, sorry, that's Jeremy, Super D, and Josh all getting past Bob. Bob must just keep his head here, not try to dive on anyone there. But they go through the first corner. It's Super D, then Jeremy, then Josh, then Bob. And it looks to me like Wezo also got a good start out of that.
Very good start there. He's fighting Bob for that position.
There we go. Speed Alcoholic is now also getting interested in that fight.
Great to see no incidences. Ron, I think we did. I apologize. We had Boris and Nam Assassin go down a couple places.
Yeah, let's go to the front. Sean, it's Super D who leads this race, but he is being chased down by Jeremy on this back straight as Jeremy goes side by side. That is technically the outside line, but he gets ahead of Super D. We've got a new race leader, the third race leader of this lap already. Jeremy out in front, Super D second, Josh is third, Bob first to fourth. He had a terrible start off the line. Blink is looking nice there in fifth. Then Wezo holding on to sixth. Ruan is in seventh. I don't know what happened to Speed Alcoholic, Sean.
I'm also trying to look at the car, Ron, to see if there's any damage.
Yeah, I see a few bits of debris.
Damage. He is pitting. So he should go on to the hards. I'll let you know.
Yeah, Sean, the classification on the top left is letting me down a bit. I can't quite see who is where on track. I'll give Codemasters some time to catch that up.
Right, so Speed Alcoholic goes back onto softs, Ron.
Yeah,
Right,
that is
there we
strange.
go. So it's right. We've got Jeremy in first, Super D in second, and Josh in third.
There we go. On lap 2, we've got another yellow
Oh,
sector. That's
yellow
Torment,
sector.
I think. Oh, Torment with no wing. That is painful. So a few guys are getting caught out here at the start, Sean. We're seeing Zero and Burries and Torment and Speed Alcoholic and Nam Assassin. They all falling behind, but maybe something will play out for them a bit later. Out in front, though, it's Jeremy with a smashing start to his FTR championship. He's out in the lead as we about to start lap 3. Then we've got Super D. He is going to stay close to him as DRS will be available, I think, from the next lap. DRS, I apologize, is available already. Super D goes on the outside. Does he get the move done? Yes, completes it before the corner. That's what you want to do. Goes deep, though, into that corner. And now Jeremy will have a run at him. But both Josh and Bob are also in this fight. And it's Jeremy
and there's
sideways.
some contact.
Bwink is now going to attack Bob as well. He just backs off and keeps it safe. A lot
Jeremy
of action
dropping
there.
down to 12th, Ron.
All the way to
9
12.
places.
Yeah, yes, not just speed that counts. You got to keep it consistent as well. Very unlucky for Jeremy there. But Super D, he has gone from second to third to second to first. And a good battles out on track as we are on lap 3. DRS is available, so we'll look out for a lot of action. Sean, if you see any close battles, let me know.
I am checking. We got Sims overtaking Avilak. I don't know if Avilak's got a problem. Oh, Sims is on softs, Ron, that's why.
He's on softs,
Biggest
that's
winner
why.
tonight so far, 9 places up.
Yeah, give us the position changes, Sean, while we have a moment.
So I'm just having a look at Sector 1. We've got a Nam
Assassin into the wall again. I think Nam just called it quits there for the night. That brings out a safety car, Sean, on lap 4.
Right.
Okay, give us the position changes, Sean. Let's see who did what.
Right, so Super D in first. He is up. Or is he up one? He is up one place.
He's gained 1 place. Drive-through penalty, by the way, for Torment for speeding on the safety car.
So Josh up 2 places in second. Bob in third, down 2 places. Boinkies is in 4th place. He's up 2 places. Wezo is in 5th. He's up 2 places. Ruan 4 places up. That's very, very nicely done, Ruan. Sims, winner of the night so far, 9 places up. Avilak 3 places down. I'm not sure if Avilak had a moment. And he lost it there. Yaku Nago also 3 places up. Well done, Yaku. Warlock 4 places up. Also very well done. Jared Halliday, who has joined us from back of the grid, he is 6 places up. So he is our second biggest winner of the night so far. Jeremy, CDR Jeremy, all the way from the UK. Unfortunately, 9 places down. Had a bit of a moment there. Is 0 too cool for you? 2 places up. And Boris 6 places down. He's in 14th. 15 Speed Alcoholic. He is seriously at the back of the pack, but after having a pit stop, he is 6 places down. He's fitted the mediums now. And Torment 5 places down. Unlucky. Torment has also fitted new mediums, put a new wing on, and he's currently last on the grid in 16th place.
Yeah, let me give you details of guys who have stopped from position 1 to 14. Nobody has stopped because they have had no issues. But Speed Alcoholic, we see he's had 2 stops. and quite far behind, but he will catch up to the pack now. He is, by the way, on mediums, so he can go quite far into this race. And then 2 stops also for Torment Kills. He's on new mediums, can go quite far into this race. Unfortunately for Torment, drive-through penalty. Naughty, speeding under the safety car. So that's your classification on lap 5 as you wait for 2 drivers to catch up to the pack. Hopefully they do that soon so we can get going. But it's Super D, Josh, Bob, all having some nice battles. So is Bwinkies and Wezo, and then Ruwan and Sims making up some nice places. Avilach Sean started, I was at 5th, now 8th. You'll have to keep it a bit cool and calm, as there are more guys on soft tyres making their way up, but he's now in a nice pack of medium runners, so you can just stabilize there. Warlock having a nice run, so is Jarrett, and Jeremy hopefully can recover. Sure, Jeremy didn't stop, and I don't see any damage on his car, so he just spun it around and got going again. So
yeah, he's got a good chance on to fight back. We clearly see he's got the pace.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw contact, if I look at the guys in front, I don't see any damage. Let's see if we can see damage on any cars. Safety car looks fine. Super D looks fine.
Safety car looks fine, I'm sure it does. Right?
Josh looks fine. Bob looks fine. Let's see if they show me Bwinkies from the front. No issues for Wezo. Ruan looking super good. Simps, no issue. Avilach, I didn't see damage on his car. I've looked a few times now, so I think he was just eaten alive by soft tire runners, I think. Yaku's car looks fine. We'll wait for them to show us. Warlock from the front, no wing damage, everything looks fine. Jared fine. Jeremy we've checked looks fine. 0 looks okay as well. So does Barry's. No, so everyone's got all end plates and everything intact, so I think once we get going we could have a fun race on our hands.
Definitely. So I think end of this lap, Torment will now catch the pack.
Yeah, you'll catch them, I think, before sector, or somewhere by sector 2 already, so we are expecting to go at the end of this lap. Just from a constructor's point of view, it's looking pretty decent, I'd say, for... let's see, Alpine's got a driver right in the front of the pack and right at the back of the pack, so hopefully Torment can get into the points a bit later in this race to help his teammates. The Alpha Tauri is looking great there. Josh capitalizing on the start, Bob losing, but he's still in the podium places and he's got the pace, so he can keep this going. Brinky's all by himself. Wezo, let's see, Mercedes 5th at 11, so points on offer if they can keep this going. Both McLarens looking decent, Ruwan and Yaku. And then a Ferrari having a tough race, but Sims is making most of it there. And then so far, Red Bull I'd say struggling a bit. Sean, they going backwards a bit in this race, but a long way to go still. 21 laps to go, a safety car is in this lap. And Super D will now start controlling the pace. What I'll do is I'm going to go back to about Bob in 3rd. From there we can see where...
with Bob there.
We can see, there we go, Super D pulls the trigger. Josh is right behind Super D. Bob caught out slightly. Bwinkies is going to be all over the back of Bob. We'll watch that. But Josh is about a second behind Super D. Super D has pulled this one well. So it's Super D, Josh, Bob, Bwinkies, Wezo, as Simps is going to give Ruwan a run for his money into turn 1. Side by side they'll go. And Sims keeps it nice and clean. Avilach getting very close behind that as well.
Very close.
Then Yaku, then Warlock, then Jared. So guys keeping it pretty clean. But Super D surely controlling this quite nicely. Solid at the restart. He's got a second gap on Super D. If he can keep it there, by the next lap he'll avoid DRS as well. But he's just now looking to me like he's not hitting the apexes so well, and Josh behind him is catching a bit.
Yeah, it looks to me like the top 4, the top 5 have a good gap between each other. From 6th, 7th, and 8th and 9th, Yaku, they are getting very nice and close. Avilov smelling at the back of Sims there. Sims making an error, he's going a bit wide. Avilov going to capitalize on this.
Yeah, there's just a train of cars now, so a lot of action to come.
DRS is still not enabled, Ron. So we have another lap of wrought engine power and slipstreaming and aerodynamics without any assistance.
Jeremy's going to have a look at Warlock, and he will get past, I think, into turn 1, nice and clean. Oh, where's it out of this race? What a big pity. Where's it out of this race?
Oh, where's
And it's another safety car. That's a great pity for Mercedes. I saw Wezzo sideways. I didn't see the incident at all. Unlucky Wezzo.
Unlucky.
There we go. Some guys getting penalties already. Let's go look at that. Sims, he has got a 3-second time penalty. That'll be for track limits. And then Torment Kills hasn't served his drive-through penalty yet. Sean, anyone going to jump into the pits? I think 19 laps to go. Some Oaks might be tempted to get rid of their softs, so we'll see what Simpson Warlock does.
We have to keep an eye on that one.
If I was maybe Buddies and Warlock, I would definitely get rid of the soft now. The pack will wait for you to catch up. You may as well jump in, get some new rubber, negate the pit stop, and make the new mediums last till the end. I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Someone can definitely try that on hards as well, but I think 8 laps in to go, another lap of safety car, 9 laps, call it about 16, 17 laps at the end on mediums. That's definitely something that's doable. Jeremy gets a 5-second penalty. Something happening there.
Oh, someone had a...
And in fact, I think Jeremy and Yaku Nachel getting penalties.
So they must have had Sims, Warlock and Barris all jumping into the pits, Ron.
Yes, there we go. Get rid of those softs. This is what I'm talking about. These guys are really nailing the strategy. The pack will have to wait for them to pack up, to catch up. There we go. So Sims in 11th on brand new softs. I like this. This is going to be dangerous for the front runners. Warlock, we know he's quick as well. Brand new mediums to the end. Buddies, brand new mediums to the end. And does Jeremy get another 5-second penalty?
Let's have a look at that, Ron.
He did.
Yes, he
does. 10 seconds. And I'm not sure what is happening. That's going to kill them at the pit stops. Bwinkies now gets a 5-second penalty. My goodness. Yeah, and those brave guys or smart guys, I would say, who pitted and got their mediums, they're now catching up to the pack. So we might get ready going again at the end of this lap.
I think we will.
And we go back to the front here, where we've got Super D, 9 laps in, leading the race. Followed by Josh, Bob, Ruan, Avilach. Avilach now up to 5th again, Sean. So a lot to race for there. Then Yaku and Jeremy, for some reason, 10-second penalties next to their names. Which means Jarrett's looking good there in 8th. And Zero and Speed Alcoholic. I think the guys on newer mediums than the front runners would be Yaku, Jarrett and Zero, I think, in that pack. So we'll look out for them.
So
No
we will
news.
go another lap, Ron.
Yeah, no news of the
didn't
safety
catch
car.
the pack.
Okay, so no news of safety car. Absolutely everybody out on track on mediums. Did someone pit now, Sean? Yeah, Yaku and Jeremy.
Yaku, Nako and Jeremy pitted, obviously serving their penalties as well.
I don't know, do you serve it under safety car?
Yaku Knuckles is reduced to 5 and so is Jeremy's.
Okay, so they served 5. Yeah, I think it was a no-brainer for them, Sean. I think they had to get him out. They're both on hards because they cannot go on to softs. So long race ahead for those gentlemen, but points are on offer. We will watch that battle continue, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, quite a long safety car here. We are on lap 10. We're hoping to get racing again this lap. Those guys that started on mediums, they are Super D, Josh, Bob, Ruan, Avilach, Jared, Zero, and Speed Alcoholic. They are all possibly going to push, I think, another 6-7 laps. Hope to create a gap by the time they pit. The guys that for me are sitting pretty is possibly Speed Alcoholic, but definitely Boinkies and Warlock and Burries and Simps. Yeah, we'll see where they go. Unfortunately, 5-second penalties for Yaku and Jeremy still. Something they might contest with stewards after the race. We'll leave that to the stewards. And Torment currently in 12th, but he has that, let me double check, drive through penalty. He still has to serve for speeding under the previous safety car. Let me start heading towards the front. I knew it. Yeah, and we'll see this time if Josh gets... Josh wasn't caught out. I think Bob was caught out. Josh followed Super D quite nicely. So we'll just watch them again now. Let me watch from Josh's view this time. Warming tires, Super D as well. Super D, I think, pulled the trigger. There we go. And again, Bob struggling under the safety car restart. Ruan all over the back. Super D has had a crash.
Super D has had a crash. Avilach has had a crash as well.
Avilach's had a crash. Ruan all over the back of Bob. I have no idea what happened there, but Avilach out of this race. Super D down to 5th by the looks of it. Not sure, unlucky there, D, not sure what happened. A serious misfortune there. But keep fighting, buddy. Race isn't over. As we see Zero and Speed Alcoholic having a bit of a battle. Zero now in 6th. Sector 2 or 3 yellow flags, but I don't see any issues. That's, I don't think a safety car, Sean. No, the guys are still gunning it. I think it's just yellow flags.
Everything is still fine. For some reason,
there we go. Everything green.
Okay.
Everything green, so we're still going. Yeah, there we go. So it's Josh, he's now the race leader. Not sure what happened to Super D, but Josh is the race leader. Bob is second. Ruan is right on the heels of Bob. Well done, Ruan. Keep pushing, mate. He is in third. Then Jared Halliday back on the grid to fourth. 0 to Euro. We'll see how his race plays
8
out from here.
seconds penalty, Ron. Jared does. Unfortunately,
that is,
speeding under the yellow flag gave him 5 seconds penalty, and then cutting corners gave him 3 seconds.
Unlucky Jared, because he will have newer mediums than the guys around him, so we'll see how that plays out. Super D seems to have recovered now. He's still in fifth. Behind him, Speed Alcoholic and Boinkies and Zero. Very tight battle here. Burries is...
Oh, Speed Alcoholic, Super D. Very close here.
Oh, Speed Alcoholic has to tuck in behind. Can't have another go from there. Surely not. No, tucks in behind him again. All of this is allowing Boinkies to stay close to them. As I see another yellow flag. Not sure what for. Oh, and there's just guys all over each other.
All over each other.
It looks to me like clean racing. I don't see any carbon fiber confetti
Burries
flying.
jumped 3 places there, Ron.
Absolutely side by side, these gents. This is mental and so much fun to watch. I'll watch from Warlock now from Zero to see. Oh my goodness, it's Jarrett and then Boinkies and then Warlock and Burries, and Jeremy gets involved now. I don't know how to commentate on this, Sean. This is just too mad. I'm just going to show the viewers what's going on, and everyone can make their own calls there. Jared Halliday into the pits, by the way. Let me watch from Yaku Nachel. He is behind Zero with DRS. Zero does not have DRS. No, he does. He does as well. And
Jared serving his penalty as well, fitting a wing and hard tires.
Yeah, he of course had mediums, Sean, and he's got to make tires last to the end. I think softs may have worked. In fact, he could have tried that. But the hards, there's no tire management. Yeah, let me go to the front, Sean. It's Bob within DRS of Josh. The Alpha Tauris hopefully not battling each other tonight, because they are looking like they've got this one in the bag. Ruan just outside of DRS now is falling behind a bit from the leaders. And then Speed Alcoholic, fairly lonely fourth, because 5 seconds in front of him and 3 seconds behind him. But then we've got this train, which is Boinkies and Jeremy and Warlock and Burries and Super D and Burries now battling each other. And so is Yakunach, and on the inside of Super D, a bit of touching, rubbing is racing. I don't think any issues there really. But Yaku's going to try again. As Super D goes into the pits, he's struggling on whatever happened to him earlier. Jeremy now gets fastest lap of the race on the hards, Sean.
Yeah.
Let's go see what Warlock's doing here behind Jeremy. Warlock on the new-ish mediums, Jeremy on new-ish hards.
Right, so Super D now pits for a set of hards, a set of softs, apologies. Followed by Zero. And Jared will now pass them in the pits.
Okay, drivers we've lost from this race. It was Nam Assassin early on in the race. Then we saw Wezo and then Abilach. So 14 runners left, 12 positions of points available. Your leaders are Josh Willis behind him. Bob Alpha Tower is looking good. Ruan's now catching them up a bit. He's getting closer to DRS. So keep pushing Ruan. We want to see someone challenge these boys up front. Yeah, Ruan will get DRS now. Only 8 tenths behind. Boinkies as fastest lap of the race on his new mediums. And Ruan only 6 tenths behind Bob and Josh. as they start the start-finish straight. Josh will be the only one there with no DRS, but he seems to have it covered. Lap 15, we've passed half race distance. It's Josh and Bob and Ruan in the podium places. They are needing to keep it clean, I think, because these guys have no challenge from behind.
Clearly.
Let me just look gap to leader Sean. So right now, if Josh Willis has to pit, he is probably looking at 8th or so. Slotting behind Yakunachel, so probably 7th or 8th.
Yeah.
So they want to stretch these mediums. I don't know if they can. But yeah, the front 3 or 4 are within danger of losing some places if they need to
Definitely.
pit. Because everyone from 5th and down, Jeremy, Warlock, Yaku, Tillman, they've all pitted. So the front runners don't have it all easy right now. They still have to push.
Right, let's see who pulls the trigger first, right?
Yeah, and the front battle getting really close, Sean. It's Josh to Bob, 5
And
tenths.
it's Josh who jumps into the pits.
Josh in the pits, I think he's a good call because he'll probably effectively undercut the guys behind him. So he has to protect himself against the undercut. DRS again for Ruan. Just a bit too far behind Bob to catch him on this lap. Let's see where, can you see for me where Josh comes out, Sean?
Yes, I'm doing that right now. He puts on a set of softs. 11 laps to go. He's definitely safe on those tires. It looks as if he will come out in 7th.
7th.
Torment is just starting a lap now. So he definitely comes out comfortably in 7th with 8 seconds gap, or it should fix itself now. 7 seconds gap.
Yeah, but he has some overtaking to do there, right? I mean, he has to catch and overtake Yaku, catch and overtake Jeremy. The safety car timing was poor for the front runners, unfortunately. As we see Ruan again in 2nd, again with DRS. Again, I think just too far behind Bob.
Yeah, just too far.
Okay, next battle to watch. It's Burries behind Jarrett Halliday. This is for 11th and 12th. Both on very new mediums, so they should be pretty fast out there.
Jared's on the hards run. So Barry's definitely going to be quicker than him.
Apologies here, right? Jarrett is on the hards. And Bob now dives into the pitch as well, Sean.
Bob, I will tell you where he comes out.
Burries, by the way, he does go past Jarrett in a very nice move under DRS.
And Bob fitting the softs, I mean, that's perfect. Perfect for him. It looks as if comfortably comes out in 2nd. His teammate just goes ahead of him by the
7th.
skin of his teeth. 2 seconds to spare. Well done, Josh.
So our new race leader is Ruan. He seems to have a bit of pace over Bob there at the end. But again, it's a tough spot now for Ruan to pit. If we look at the gap to leader, yeah, he's looking there, 7th as well, I think.
Yeah.
He's definitely not creating more time for himself over Josh and Bob because they are on the softs and flying. But a nice race so far, or evening so far for Ruan. Looked very useful in qualifying. Hit the wall very hard in qualifying. Looked great in the race, and he now pits. We expect him to go 7th and then have a thrash at the end. Speed Alcoholic, he won't pit. He's going to try and make these tires go to the end. Another 9 laps to go for Speed Alcoholic. Leads this race at the moment. And behind him, Warlock.
And Jeremy.
You're right, then it's Jeremy again. All of a sudden, he's in the runnings again. Yaku now in
Yaku in
fourth
fourth. That's very nice.
on those
Well
hards.
done from
Yaku, no
Yaku.
reason to stop. Josh is catching Yaku, though. It was 7 seconds, it's now 4. Bob still about 2 seconds behind. Ruan comes out with brand new softs. He's about a second or two behind Bob. And then Tormund drive through penalties and all, but he is currently in 8th position. There's points there to be had. Super D, we saw his race get a bit sketchy but earlier, but he's currently in 9th. And then Zero in 10th, and the only remaining Aston Martin. Burry's in 11th. He is still giving it horns. Jared Halliday not far behind in the last points position in 12th. And Boink is in 13th. Tough race for him. And Simps, also something not great going on there.
I think Sims is ghosting, Ron. I think we've lost him.
There we go. But Sean, the podium positions are heating up here because we've got Speed Alcoholic on 13 lap old mediums. He is going to start feeling them on the tipping point soon. I think they're probably something like 30-40%. So they are going to start hurting him. Behind him, Warlock, much newer tires, only 9 lap old mediums. He can go to the end comfortably. But behind them as well is Jeremy. We've seen Jeremy is quick, and Jeremy's got to do no tire management. He can thrash it on those hards all the way to the end.
Yaku on exactly the same strategy as Jeremy with his 8 lap old hards.
Yeah, this is very nice from Speed Alcoholic, Sean. He's keeping Warlock behind him. Warlock is probably watching himself for a while. Warlock's got 8 laps to do this, and he's within DRS. So at some point, Speed Alcoholic is going to get some tail action at the start of a straight with those old mediums, and I think that's going to be Warlock's time to pounce. So
definitely,
it's got to be patience. Nothing too risky here for Warlock. He's got great opportunities here.
So Jared Halliday getting past Burris, and this battle is continuing as we let the laps fall off, Ron.
There we go. Burris won't let this go. He's got newer tyres. He's got stickier tyres. He knows he can do it. But good fighting by Jared on those hards. And these guys are fighting literally for the difference between 3 points and 1 point. Burris now gets DRS. Only 3/10 behind Jared. Does he go left or right? He goes left on the outside. Can he do it? I think Jared just deeper into the corner holds on to that position. I'm going to Warlock Sean, as he is within 2/10 of Speed Alcoholic now.
Whoa, too close.
This is getting risky now for Warlock. I really hope he can keep it clean as they go through the ghost of Simps past. Bit of a Christmas joke there.
Alright, just go back to Burris there, Rod. He's flying past Jared on the home straight.
Well done, Burris. This fight continues. We'll keep watching you guys. I don't want to lose
eye on it.
track of
Jared's going right back again, Ron, into the next corner.
Burris keeps it going.
Keeps it going.
Okay, Sean, you keep me posted there. I'm watching Speed Alcoholic. He is struggling now. Warlock is within 3, 4, 5 tenths of him easily now, comfortably every corner. So this might be the DRS zone on the start-finish straight that they are about to start. You can see the gap there. It's literally car length. Speed Alcoholic with 33% ERS. Warlock got a lot of ERS to dump there, and he gets the move done. Oh, they keep it clean. Looked a bit close for a second, but it's a Warlock, the leader of this race. A second division driver leading this race. Very well done, Warlock. And then it's Speed Alcoholic. He's still in second, and he's still got a great gap behind him, about 4.8 seconds to Jeremy, who's on hards. It looks like it's been a stable gap for a while. So I think Speed Alcoholic, if he can keep his tires going for the last 6 laps, it's
here we go
podium in there for
again,
him as
Ron
well.
Jared on Boris. And they go wheel to wheel into the first corner.
Yeah, great to watch guys fighting like that. Sean, I'm going to Ruan. He has now got DRS on his teammate. Oh, they nearly collide.
Oh.
And it's Ruan on softs, and he's in 7th. Yaku Nachel is in 6th on the hards. Josh and Bob did get past Sean, so 5 laps to go. Josh and Bob 4th and 5th on those softs. And they've got 5 seconds to try and catch Jeremy for podium position. And we see Ruan now. Surely he'll overtake his teammate. No team orders required. He'll comfortably be faster. And Ruan moves into 6th. So we're our race leaders. They are now Josh, Bob, and Ruan in 4th, 5th, 6th. And Sean, before you remind me, I'm going to go to Jarrett and Burries as they go the start-finish straight again. Jarrett behind with DRS. These guys have been using all the ERS fighting each other, Sean. So great battle.
They both have run out of juice.
And Ruan within a second of Bob. Bob within 4/10 of Josh. So Josh is going to have to get a move on if he's otherwise he might put his teammate Bob under some pressure. But we've got Warlock out in front now. Sean, remind me, Warlock, he's a Division 2 driver. Can he keep his podium position, or will he also be
I'm not
to
sure,
4th?
Ron. I actually think he can keep the podium position. I'm not sure. I'd have to find out.
Can you maybe check for us? I think there was a post under announcements or so. Maybe there's something in there.
You give me a minute or two.
Yeah, just watching Ruan. He's got DRS with Bob, 4/10 behind. More ERS than Bob. He needs to save that a bit. And Bob within 4/10 of Josh. And they are catching Jeremy in front of them about not even a second a lap. So 4 laps to go. This is going to be tight. But to Jeremy, a lot of penalties. So Jeremy, I think, will not be able to hold on to, 11-second penalties. So Jeremy will not be holding on to that podium place. Just out in front, it's Warlock. He is got a few laps to go. He is on tires that look like that, 13-lap-old mediums. Seems okay, I think. Speed Alcoholic able to stay with him, although Speed Alcoholic will be feeling very slippery on those 18-lap-old mediums. Jeremy's doing well to stay in 3rd, but a lot of penalties there might cost him later. 3.6 seconds now. They're on a charge. As Josh Willis in 4th, Bob right behind him, and Ruan is just pushing Bob along. Ruan will hope to be able to attack Bob here with a 1 lap newer softs. Ruan only 2/10 behind Bob. DRS open now. Bob also has DRS, but I tell you what, Ruan has got some serious pace here towards the end of the race. Goes to the inside line, but Bob's got it covered, and he'll need to carry on pushing, and I hope he gets a sniff at an opportunity at Bob there. Jared getting a lot of penalties now. 9 seconds for Jared, 5 seconds for Blinkies, 3 seconds for Sims, And Ruan, unfortunately, 3-second penalty right over there. So he is going to struggle to battle Bob, and then we'll have to get ahead of them and clear them to hold in that position. So it looks like Ruan is probably settling for 6th. And Jeremy 11 seconds. So that's what penalties look like at the moment. In fact, let me stay on penalties because that's probably what's important right now. Yeah, there we go. Simps is still ghosting. Winkies is still ghosting. Everybody else is getting points tonight. It's Jarrett started last, looked good somewhere in this race. Right now he's fighting Burries for the last few points. Burries is in 11th. Zero, bit of a lonely race at the moment, but he's in 10th. I think that's good for, if I remember, 8 points. Super D's in 9th. Was leading this race at some point. He'll reflect on what went wrong tonight. Sorry about that, D. Torman kills in the other Alpine. Just a little bit up the road from Super D. He had drive-through penalties and things, and he is currently in 8th. Then we've got Yaku Nachel. He's got some penalties, but he should be able to hold on to 7th. Ruan's got penalties, but can hold on to 6th. Ruan just behind Bob again. This is getting really close now. Bob is currently in 5th and holding on to 5th, and Josh in 4th. Currently holding on to 4th, and now they're going to the DRS zone. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, these AlphaTauris are not interested in swapping position. I think Bob might have more pace than Josh, but flying in the Mighty Ducks formation tonight, the AlphaTauris, they are 4th and 5th and looking very keen to hold on to that. And then currently in podium position, but penalties will cost him, is Jeremy. Then Speed Alcoholic still holding on. I have to show you,
Ron, I
21 lap
checked
old
up
mediums.
on the rules there.
Yes.
So Warlock is running in 1st at the moment.
That's it.
He will be demoted to 4th.
To 4th, alright.
To 4th, and everyone will move up. His maximum point scoring is 19 points.
Alright, so I think what will happen with on the penultimate lap is Warlock leading this race and doing a great job at that. But since he's not from this league and a reserve driver, we'll have Speed Alcoholic will effectively be our race winner. Then Jeremy with a lot of penalties, so he will get demoted. So it'll be Josh, Bob, and Ruan, in fact, who will then be our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So it should be Speed Alcoholic, Josh, and Bob. Sean, will you be able to invite them to the lobby if this is how we finish the race?
Let me try that, Ron. So it's... Give me a second. Okay, Ron, I will meet you in the comms box.
Cool, perfect. It's the final lap of the race. We are still watching Ruan frustratingly stuck behind Bob and Josh. Josh seems to have the pace on the straights anyway. Bob has got the benefit of DRS, and Ruan just can't get a nose in front to challenge for the position. Ruan anyway with a 3-second penalty, so it's not going to help him much either. But it's Warlock. He's driven a brilliant race tonight. He has gained 13 places from 14th to 1st. Very well done on the race tonight, Warlock. He will officially be 4th. But a brilliant race nonetheless. And then Speed Alcoholic, he is a Difecto race winner, 7 places up from, that must be 9th to 2nd. As Jared gets a fastest lap. Jared must have pitted for soft tyres. Yes, he did. So well done, Mr. Warlock. First position, although that will feel like 4th later on. And a Speed Alcoholic crosses the line in 2nd. Jared Halliday goes all the way down to 6th. So our podium as it stands tonight is officially Speed Alcoholic, then Josh, then Bob. Warlock will be 4th. Ruan then gets a 5th place anyway. Jeremy gets a 6th. Yaku Nagel gets 7th. Super D, long night, but 8th is points. Torment, long night, but 9th is points. Well done, gents, for sticking in it. Both Alpine drivers just fighting for points at the end. Damage limitation. And then Zero to Cool, we said it a bit earlier, slightly lonely race, but he will finish 10th tonight. Burry's battled it out, but 11th is points nonetheless. And Jared Halliday, he also started from the back. He ends up kind of at the back on 12th, in 12th, and that is a point anyway. And then ghosting is Brinkies and Simps. Yeah, Arno saying well done to McLaren. Yeah, I agree. 5th and 7th, that's a good result. And in the Constructors' Championship, I think both AlphaTauri and McLaren will be very happy with what they were able to achieve tonight. Sean, any chance you've got Speed Alcoholic, Josh and Bob ready for us?
I've invited, I have asked, done the request.
Oh, for all 3 of them, right?
Yeah, I've asked for their PSN, so just give me a second. So
let me see if I can invite them. Let me see if I can invite them, Sean. So, Josh, officially, that is 2nd for tonight.
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken,
Bob is
also
third.
gets P3. Yes, lovely.
Yeah, and then Speed Alcoholic is our winner. We've sent him an invite. We hope he joins us in the comms box. How was that race, Josh? I think some of the guys behind you guys benefited from the pit stops better than the leaders did.
Yeah, the better strategy was the medium softs, but we were hoping that there was no safety cars. Unfortunately, there were. So it benefited the guys that were on softs because they were able to put for the mediums, and then they could obviously go to the end. And we were on the mediums already. We had to wait, so put us at a disadvantage. But we pulled it back. So yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was a great start for you. I think Bob bogged down a bit in the front,
Yeah.
but I think you guys kept it well together to get 2 AlphaTauris on the podium. Good points for the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, we were just about managing to keep Erwan behind. We were like all low on ERS, and I almost lost it going to the last sector on the last lap. So Bob kept him behind for me, and then yeah.
No, Ruan was looking super fast behind you guys, but in the last few laps he got a 3-second time penalty. So
yeah,
I think you guys again just kept it consistent and kept it clean. So yeah, good drive.
Thanks, man.
Bob, are you with us?
It's only asking you.
No,
Did you
No,
add
we
him?
don't have Bob.
no, I've invited Bob, eh? Speed alcoholic is... Okay, I've tried Bob again. I'll try speed alcoholic again. There, Bob, there we go. Hey, Mr. Bob, how was that? Your Ruan was
It was,
pushing you like
it was a
crazy,
good
eh?
race, boys. I have to say, it was a good race.
So, Bob,
It,
tell me, you've got your teammate in front, you got DRS behind him, you're trying not to break your front wing on him because you have to brake late because you've got a Ruan breathing down your neck. That must have been a stressful last, how many, 9-10 laps?
it was, I have to say, but Josh had the pace, man. So I was just letting him pull me and keeping me away from Rowan. That was the team plan there. I think it worked out very well.
Yeah, no, that's very well done. Bob, what happened at the start, man? You smashed
Oh,
it. What is it, a 1:29.8 in quali? Alien
yeah,
time, man. Very
I
well
had
done. Good play.
such a good quali left, and I had no chunks to it.
Yes, you beat your own time by like 3.5 tenths in that quali lap. I mean, it was lovely to watch. We were watching most of that on track on the stream. But
Goodness.
yeah, at the start, what happened? Just too much throttle, too little throttle. You
Yeah,
just seemed to bog
bit of the
down.
nerves, I guess. Didn't get the best of it, but I'm happy with the result, though. Nice. Good points for the team.
Okay. Yeah, no, lekker, man. Well done. It was
Excellent. Well done,
nice
guys.
to watch under a lot of
Yeah.
pressure. You guys definitely smashed the constructor standings tonight. We'll wait for the updates a few days later to see where you stand. But yeah, good points, guys. Good points all.
Good points and well done.
Thanks, Vince.
Thanks,
Enjoyed
guys.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good night. And that's it from us. We'll see you guys next week in
We'll
Zandvoort.
see you in Zandvoort. Take care, guys. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Cheers, bye.